What's up, world? I hope everybody's feeling good, feeling great. My bro amigos, my bros, my degenerates, how are y'all doing, man? I'm letting y'all pile in right now, but I hope everybody's feeling good, feeling great. I know I am. It's Thursday. It's almost the end of the week for all my 9 to 5 people. You already know what it is, man. What you call y'all go hard every day. You know what I mean? And pretty much know that the weekend is coming. And it is what it is, man. Shout out to Viva la Mexico. Mexico. Gonna be vacationing down there pretty soon. Who wants to sign up, be the guide? All right, so I'm just letting y'all pile in a little bit right now. We'll get started in about 60 seconds. And don't be bringing up the Dodger game either, man. The whole morning. Dodgers, you ruined the sweep last night. We had two really not good days to start the week. And yesterday, it looked like we was about to sweep. We had already taken care of our business in the other 3 games. And the other 3 games were actually harder feats to get than the Dodgers 1.5 last night. And the Dodgers wind up just doing the most Dodger thing that they could do last night. And they wind up blowing the cover last night. But it's okay. Today's a new day. I had like six inboxes from clients like, damn, we almost had it. Like, you guys been with me for years, bro. We ran into this situation before, but it sucks when it's the last ticket on the card. And Jensen's gonna go out there, and he didn't look right going out there either. We should have knew when he hit dude in the arm that, okay, we got issues right now. But I really thought that, honestly, Joe Kelly should have been in there in the first place anyway. I think Kenley Jensen has became an every other day closer. Like, seriously, you can't even depend on him to come back for you like that, come back around for you. And he threw over 25 pitches. So, like, literally, Kenley Jansen really has to throw about 20 pitches to be okay. And then it's like, to just really get it over with. But, I could have took the easy way. I just took money line and said minus 220. But where's the fun in that? You know what I mean? We have minus 110. The Dodgers are capable of winning by more than 1 run. And so that's why we did it. But it is what it is. It is a new day. Yesterday is yesterday. That's the past. It's all about today. So just one quick shout out, though. I know y'all liked that last night, huh? All you Padre fans, you love Fernando Tatis. Once again, we shut him down. He's 0 for 9 in the series right now, too. Y'all know that, right? And the third. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you already know. What you call it? Hey, but hell of a catch last night. That boy was over there looking like a light-skinned Griffey last night. Boy, I'm telling you. Man, oh man, that's the man right there, Belly Bell. But I just want to go ahead and throw that picture out there real quick before we get into college football. And up first, we got the Big 12 bets listed for Saturday. So these are early lines, guys, early lines. So you might want to get them today. You can get them Saturday when everybody's already picked out all the carcasses of them, but you can get that today as well too. I'm already on these plays, and I got Texas here plus 115. Texas, come on, man. We know Texas has actually won like the last 4 out of 5 Red River battles. So, pretty much this is the game that they really key up for. And the way that Oklahoma's playing right now, I'm sorry, I can't trust you, Oklahoma. And I know Texas lost to TCU last week and everything like that. But still, Oklahoma, I don't like the quarterback. I don't like the way that they're structuring things. The defense only cares for 1 half. Can't do it. Won't do it. Give me the Horns plus 115. Let's see how it shakes out. It should be fun. The Red River Shootout over at the Cotton Bowl. All right, then we got Texas Tech, and Texas Tech is going against Iowa State this week. And Iowa State has had their issues with Texas Tech over the last few years because the way Texas Tech's offense is set up, it gives the Iowa State fits on fits. So I'm going to go ahead and take the insurance play and take Texas Tech with the plus 12.5. They've been impressive. They've been really impressive this season. And you can't take much away from them. And they almost beat Texas too. So I do like Texas Tech a lot in this game, and this could be a game, if they go up 2 touchdowns in this one, they could possibly win. So you need to really look at the money line objective of this game as well, too. It might make the dog pick 4 for all I know. I don't know. We got to get to Saturday and see. But, yeah, I love the plus 12.5 on Texas Tech. Let's see how it goes, and we move forward from there. Then we got K-State TCU. This is an under-the-radar game in the conference. So pretty much I do like this one a lot. But I think that scoreboard watching is the best thing to do here. So I'm pretty much going to go ahead and take the under 50.5 with K-State and TCU. I expect both teams to play some defense. And there it is. That's the Big 12 bets list for this week. And we move on. And the reason why I give you guys the bets list because I used to do the radio show on 12 ounce and everything like that, and on Anchor. And this was always a part of the show weekly for football. So just get used to it, okay? So giving you guys a heads up on what to expect Saturday, all right? But we do have some games going today. We got a lot of games going in the NFL, CFB as well too. But let's look at it a little bit. Let's look ahead to the weekend though a little bit because I don't want to overload these things into Friday's show and everything like that. So pretty much Conference USA bets list. We're gonna have the FAU money line here, and then that's gonna be minus 130 for us. I love Florida International in their game as well too. They should romp, but Florida International is a different beast with that team nowadays. But they still have some really capable players, and they did a good job recruiting the last few seasons as well too. And Butch Davis is still the head coach. So I like FIU minus 4.5. Let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. Then we got the Marshall Western Kentucky game and the over 44 for Marshall and Western Kentucky. I know this is going to be a strong bet on Marshall. A lot of people probably will favor Marshall in this game, but I would say kind of relax on that because this is a conference game. It can go any other way. It can go any way. And Western Kentucky always seems to play much better at home. So keep that in mind as well, too. But I still think Marshall is one of the better teams in the conference as well, too. So it is what it is. Then we got the over 51.5, UTEP, Louisiana Tech. And then we got the North Texas money line. Plus 125 as well. Now, UTEP, LA Tech, I think we're going to go over 51.5 simply because UTEP doesn't play good defense. And it's hard to take LA Tech to cover against UTEP because UTEP always finds a way to cover when they're big dogs in the Conference USA. Like, they'll lose, for sure they'll lose, but they'll wind up losing by like 10 points or 7 points. And, it's like, but we'll see how it goes. But that is our Conference USA bets list, and we move on to Thursday night football. And I gave you guys the AAC bets list yesterday, but we do have Tulane at Houston, and Tulane is a team that starts really slow. So I wouldn't know. I would think that they will probably kind of pick it up today because Houston is not great defensively anymore. And I think what happens here is that it's going to be a game of speed, a game of moving the ball. The clock, there's not going to be a lot of huddles in this game either as well, too. So I can see the ball just moving up and down the field left and right. But I still think Houston really can run away with this thing, win the game by 10 points or better. So I'm going to take Houston, like we already pretty much circled, Houston with the minus 6.5 to win it straight up. And then I love Houston's first half point total. I got them going over 16.5 points. So all we need is 17 points, and we're good. We cash the ticket. And then over 30.5 in the first half. I really do expect that to happen, and we might get this one midway through the second quarter as well, too. I really do expect a track meet here between Tulane and Houston today. And then we got the Houston over 33 points for the game, okay? I think their 35 points are better today. So let's see how it shakes out. Let's see how it goes. And there it is, CFB Thursday Night Football, an AAC showdown between Tulane and Houston. And Houston's out for revenge. We all remember last season, Houston got out to a monster lead and wound up choking off that lead, and Tulane wound up winning the game. But Tulane was really good at that point and then kind of fell apart after that. So it is what it is. We move on, and we have ourselves the first of our MLB playoff bets today. And you know what? I don't want to hear nothing about the Marlins today. The Marlins lost by 2 runs yesterday. The Braves were really close to getting the game blown wide open. But Thing is, though, they had a good young pitcher up there that was confident throughout the game, throughout the whole time. And I think that the Marlins were pressing it just a little bit, but they're not a bad team. And pretty much there's a reason why I took them to win the series. I didn't expect them to win the first two games. I felt like it was going to always be a backdoor comeback. And I feel like today it starts here. They got one of their better pitchers going up, and this guy absolutely was the reason why the Cubs aren't in the playoffs anymore. Sixto Sanchez he crushed that lineup. And let's compare lineups. Don't the Cubs have a lineup that's costs way more money? And the Braves are more of a homegrown team, in a sense. So, pretty much, I think today the Marlins will have their best pitcher on the mound. The Braves are going to have their third best pitcher on the mound, who isn't that good. He's okay. He's having an okay season. 2-4, 5.21 ERA. That's nothing to really write home about. That's like AAA numbers. So pretty much what we do here is we take the Marlins. One last chance. Fight, baby. Fight for your season, okay? And then the way that this sets up, the Marlins are really a plus 1.5 on run line. But since this is so close to call, from what I saw, they flipped it up to where Marlins would be the minus in the first half of the game. So I'm taking it plus 115. I think the Marlins should be up a run or better once we get past the sixth inning, and we'll go from there. And then I got the over 3.5 on the Marlins scoring today. I know they only scored 2 runs yesterday, but today they get over 3.5 runs. They get 4. They at least get 5, in my opinion. I really think the Marlins are going to have a really big day today, to be dead honest with you, especially after you being shut out yesterday. All right, so there it is. Braves Marlins game 3. The Marlins trying to avoid the sweep, and the Braves trying to go ahead and get themselves a good break before they move on to the NLCS. But, they might not be waiting too long, though, to be that honest with you, because somebody else is in the process of sweeping as well, too. All right, so here we are. A's-Astros, Game 4. This series is about to turn into a wild one, in my opinion. I think the A's actually win this game today. Again, they got Frank Montez on the mound, and I got the feeling what the Astros are going to do today. The Astros are going to go with Zach Greinke, most likely, but Zach Greinke's so frustrated with the team. I don't know. I wouldn't want a guy who's frustrated with my team on the mound today, because he might do anything. He might wind up getting hit really hard, not caring about it. So I think the A's are in a good shape, because yesterday was a big confidence booster for that team. And when you knock out 6 home runs out of Dodger Stadium, you want to keep your season alive. Seriously, one of the toughest parts to constantly hit homers in. Yeah, okay. So pretty much, I like the A's plus 100. I think that this will be a really, really good play today. And I like the under 9.5. It's not going to be as hot as it was yesterday. So it's been hot the last 3 games there at Dodger Stadium. Today it's going to cool off a little bit. It's going to be right up under 80 degrees. So I don't expect the ball to be flying out of the park like it's been doing. So when it comes to kind of a small ball game, I think the A's are the better team. But we're going to take the under 9.5 here as well, too. And I think this will work out for us as well. So there it is, under 9.5. And then I'm about to be bold here. This is where you make your money at, bro. I'm going to take the A's on an alternate run line today, and they're plus 220. So I got the A's winning this game by 2 or more runs as well, too. So let's see how it shakes out. Hopefully the A's can go ahead and duplicate what they did yesterday, but be even better, and we'll just go from there. All right, so we move on in our final, in the second half of the day. We move on to the ALDS Game 4 for the Rays and the Yanks. And the Rays are on the brink of advancing, and the Yankees are on the brink of having another disappointing postseason. But it doesn't happen today, in my opinion. I think the Yankees absolutely roll against the Rays. Yes, I had the Rays circled to go to the ALCS. But, yes, I got the Yankees to win the World Series as well, too, in that group. You guys remember they're in the 5. So, Rays, Yankees, This is going to be a good game. This series deserves to go 5. Yeah, I know the Yankees got blew away yesterday, but they had a tough game. But they almost could have got back into that game 2. So I'm thinking today, the way that the Yankees are going to approach this in a now or never situation, they're going to step right up to the plate and make it happen. And then I'll go back to the Rays in the decisive game. But today, the Yankees are value. And you don't want to just be homering. You know what I mean? Even though you pick a team to advance to this part, there has to be a little bit of drama to it. So I'm adding some pizzazz to the thing. So there it is, -1.5 Yankees. Yankees, and then we have the under 9 for this game as well too. I feel like there will be some pitching today, and the Yankees come out on top. Jordan Montgomery, we have to see. I don't know him very well, but he's decent, and he should do a decent job. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the under 9, and we go from there. Man, Tanaka took care of us, bro, yesterday. Especially when my man hit that home run. I knew that was coming, too. Carmichael or something. Man, I knew that one was coming. And then, I knew that one was coming. As soon as he hung it, I was like, bro, if that's not bye-bye. Then we got the under 9 today. Pitching matchup. I think pitching is going to be at an absolute premium today. As I said before, the heat won't affect the game either. It's going to be a little bit cooler in San Diego today as well, too, even though it's already cooler in San Diego as is. So pretty much because they're right by the beach. So under 9, 110. And then we got the Yanks over 2.5 runs. First 5 plus 105. All right, I think the Yankees have 3 runs by the time we get done with the 5th inning. More than 3 runs, really. And hopefully they finish it up let's just finish it up, say 5-2. How about that? We do 5-2. You get the first 3 runs by the 5th by the end of the 5th inning. How about that? All right, Yankees. I hope you guys got the memo on that. But those are our 3 plays in the MLB today, and we are moving along. And in our next game, we have the Dodgers and the Padres. And the Dodgers, it's okay. I got the champagne on ice. But we're going to have to save the popping of the bottle until tomorrow. Because if the Dodgers win tonight, Lakers win tomorrow, it's going to be a party weekend in L.A., I'm telling you right now. But the Dodgers don't necessarily have to sweep. The Dodgers have 2 more games after this as well, too. But the Dodgers don't want it. I'm going to be honest with you. If you, Dave Roberts and the crew, the team, you don't want to be sticking around, keep on playing San Diego. You want to get these boys out of here and get them out of here today. All right? The Dodgers, to me, look like they're going to go in here and do what they always do and close out games. They're going to get the early runs, and then the pitching is going to be magnificent. All right? And I think what happens here is we do get the under here. The Padres, I don't see the Padres getting more than 2 runs today, okay? The Dodgers money line, yeah. We taking this because the Dodgers messed up the money yesterday. So now we got to double back and ensure our money today, in a sense, and take the Dodgers -185. You know I don't like doing this, but at the same time, though, I got the utmost confidence that the Dodgers in this series today. It's not because the Dodgers, I got ties to the Dodgers, and they want them, and they LA team. It's just because it's simple and plain. The Dodgers are the better team. The Padres got all the talent in the world. They got all the offense and defense. They got all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, they don't have what the Dodgers have. The Dodgers have a special chemistry and a special camaraderie. That's a brotherhood over there with the Dodgers. If things weren't going well in San Diego, half the team wouldn't like each other over there. Dodgers, when things ain't going well, they try to figure out ways to win. It's a big, big difference between these two teams. It's levels to this. Padres, you have the roster to compete, but you're going to have to go through your woes before you get to the World Series and the ultimate moments and all that good stuff. So pretty much there's your group for today. Under 9.5. Dodgers money line -185. And Padres under 4.5 runs. Let's see how it shakes out. And then we got Thursday night football. Tom Brady going against the Khalil Mack and the Bears. Khalil Mack's been so quiet this season. Like, dude, are you still in the NFL, dog? Like, he'd still be famous if he was a Raider. But it is what it is, man. Actually, brother, we went 10 for 2 in baseball yesterday. That was the finishing number. But I guess you had the 5 for 5 because you must have did the Rays and the Dodgers game. Good for you, bro. Glad that you cashed, Polo boy. All right, so the Bucks. All right. Buccaneers should be able to handle this one pretty easily. But the Bears, it's a home game, so expect this game not to be a high-scoring game. Every game on Thursday night has went over. The first month of the season is over now. So I think what happens here is that we wind up getting the under. All right, so that's why I have that here as well, too. And I think what happens tonight is that this is a game that's really important to the Bears more than it is for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are cruising. The Buccaneers have their lead in the South. The Bears are trying to keep up with the Packers, okay? And that's going to be tough in itself anyway. So pretty much with this, the Buccaneers, if the Buccaneers were to lose tonight, it wouldn't be that crazy, but it would be something where it's like, okay, you can't keep losing it too much more. But this is a national television game. It's Brady's first one in front of, pretty much a national audience without Bill Belichick, okay? Because we've seen him play Sundays. They showed the Saints game and all that good stuff, but this is a game for yourself. This is his first Thursday night football game, not in a New England jersey. So this is going to be a big deal. So pretty much these are our plays for the game. I really do think the Bucs start off with a good start, but we're going to ensure that start and pay a little extra change. Yeah, we getting a little juicy here, but I'm going to take the minus 165. Bucs money line first half, and then we got the Bucs first quarter. That's going to be half a point, so hopefully we can get that home as well too. And then, like I said, the key bet is the under 44.5 Bucs Bears, and I'm keying in on that under 44.5 by the Bears going under 20.5. I feel like the Bears are a 10-13 point team today, okay? They haven't scored more than their total amount of points at home is 28 points. So that means that they're only averaging 14 points a game at home. So you have to write these down in your notes. Yeah, I know it's a short week, but still, they're not playing well in Chicago, okay? It's just that simple. And the weather, it should, yeah, but you're talking, okay, let me give you guys a little bit of a history lesson. The Bucs used to play in the same division as the Bears the first 20 years of the first 20 some odd years of their franchise, okay? The Bucs were one of the worst teams to ever step on the field for 30 years, dude. Straight up. It took a very long time for the Bucs to become a very consistent team. And they're still really not that consistent of a team, okay? So when you're looking at the Bears and Bucs, you're looking at Bears and Bucs from 1977 till about 2002. Of course, they whooped them all the time. That used to be pretty much the warm-up game for everybody in the NFC Central, okay? The Bucs used to go everywhere on the road and lose. They were one of the worst road teams you ever seen. Okay, they go to Chicago, get beat on. They go to Green Bay, go get beat on. They used to be Detroit's whooping boy as well, too. Who else? They used to be Minnesota's whooping boy as well. So you coming from Florida and you got to play against teams in cold weather and then you giving them the vacation game, of course you're going to be in a bad shape. And if your team is mediocre for 25, 30 years straight, it's going to easily say, oh, yeah, they didn't play too well in Chicago. Yeah, it's understandable, though. But still, tradition is tradition. I'm not arguing you with that. But I'm just giving you the facts and a real history lesson. We talk about today, okay? It's not about what happened 20 years ago. It's about today. And they got Tom Brady. Nick Foles is a washed quarterback. They got lucky because Atlanta don't play no defense, okay? And that's pretty obvious right now, right? Atlanta got comfortable. They went and chilled out on the bench. They was like, yeah, but we going to Magic City for wings. And boom, Whoop, there it is. And we got a big-ass comeback from Nick Foles because you had a Bears team that did refuse to lose. Again, Matt Stafford and them handed them the game when they played week 1. The only serious game they really won was against the Giants, and the Giants only lost the game because they didn't have enough time on the clock. They didn't have any more timeouts. If the Giants had 5 more seconds, they would have beat them. So, all in all, the Bears could be 0-4 right now. So, the Bears really got lucky the first few weeks. So, I'm telling you right now, I think that the Bucs are going to embarrass them. The Bucs play so good on Thursday Night Football. Seriously, they play very well on Thursday Night Football. Like, that's their game. They love that game. So, that's why I'm saying Bucs. But I feel you on the Bears. When you look at the stats of everything, it makes total sense. But if you played in the same division for 30 years and you were playing in Florida and they're playing in Illinois, of course the team in the cold weather stadium is going to stay having the advantage. All right, so it is what it is, man. But those are our Thursday Night Football bets for today. And I hope you guys like them. I hope we cash this out. We sweep the board with this one as well, too. And it is what it is. But I do like that, though. I like people throwing out little stats like that so I can go ahead and really talk my ish. You know what I mean? So pretty much it is what it is, man. We move on, and we got the horses over here at Golden Gate. This is a California track, so I gotta go ahead and get that morning. Nah, Nick Foles ain't gonna do nothing tonight but get sacked and hurt. That's it. They'll probably have Trubisky in there by halftime. All right, so we got Golden Gate Fields, PrimeTime Bets. And if you guys are leaving, thank you guys so much for coming in today and everything like that. You guys make sure if you're trying to be an exclusive client to hit me on the Twitter or hit me here on PTSI on IG. And the Twitter is at PopDiBiase, okay? So we'll get to that in a moment. But best value today in the allowance claimer is going to be in the allowance optional claimer is praise and honor the 4 horse. We're going to put this horse with the 3, 1, and the 5. And this is the biggest race of the day. It's a $32,000 purse, 6 furlongs. Then we got the starter allowance to $17K on the turf as well too. We'll see how this one goes, but we're going to go with the horse by the name of Playing Through. Playing Through is a pretty good horse, and I like him a lot. So we're going to pair him with the 1, 3, and 2, and you guys can box it, key, whatever you guys want to do. All right, and then we got the nightcap, another starter allowance, $19,000. I'm going to go with the horse by the name of Lyrically Violent. And Lyrically Violent, I got to put the correct horses down there. I kind of was rushing, but as you guys can see, they're right down there. So pretty much 1, 3, 11, they're in the group. But it is what it is at the end of the day. We got the late pick 4. This is a 7-race card as well, too. We got leg 1 with 1 through 5. We got leg 2, 1, 4, 6, 8. And then in leg 3, we got 1, 3, 5. And in leg 4, we got 1, 3, 11. This is a $36 investment. And it is what it is. That is our bets today over at the racing in the Bay. And pretty much it is what it is. So once again, if you guys are interested in being exclusive clients, you guys can go ahead and hit me up on the PTSI on IG handle, or you guys can hit me on the Twitter at PopDiBiase. Once again, the NFL Bet Exchange will be on today at 3 p.m. Pacific time on my Periscope channel and on my YouTube channel as well too. So you guys be on the lookout for that. And when the show comes on, if you're watching the show, please retweet, please share. We're trying to get as many people, as many eyes on it as possible. Okay, we break the viewer record, we break the viewership record every single week. Okay, so we're trying to beat last week's number with an even bigger number this week, okay? So make sure you guys spread the word. The show will be on at 3 o'clock. And if you guys see it on the Twitter, please retweet, okay? So there it is. And once again, you guys can catch the replay on IGTV or on the YouTube channel, Prime Wave Media. Make sure to subscribe to Prime Wave Media as well, too. All right, so it is what it is. This is the premier sports betting show, the Primetime Angles, with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. And I'll be right back at you tomorrow at 9 a.m. And we got some big things to talk about. College football, more baseball. It is what it is. We move on, and I will talk to you guys soon. I'm gone. All right, fellas.